Okay, yes, for this question, it says keeping the count. Given a number, create a function which returns a new number based on the following rules. For each digit placed by the number of times it appears in the number, the final instance of the number will be an integer, not a string. And this is the example. Okay, let me copy this example and start coding. Now, what I need to do first, I need to write an integer num so we can contain our example, right? Let me just copy and paste this, then write console write line and call my method in there. What am I going to call? I'm going to call my sum with the num value. And of course I'm going to end it with console read line. And now our main method is done. So I'm just gonna play with here int sum and int sum because we are returning an integer number. Then I'm just gonna actually create a special class from an object. And now I'm actually going to create an object from a special class. Why is that? Because I want to contain our final result from that object. So basically I'm just going to write string builder and let's just say sp and new string builder like this. Now we will hold our latest result in here. Basically we are just going to do that. It's basically a container for us. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to create a string variable to hold my int num. So basically I'm just gonna write string underscore num, then num to string here. Then I'm gonna create an bubble sort, basically for loop in a for loop. So let me just create one, and I'm just gonna write integer I equals to 0, I smaller than my underscore num's length. Then I'm gonna increase my I. Then in here again I'm just gonna create a counter. Why is that? I want to count each of these characters appearance. So I want to count those. So basically I'm just gonna write counter in here and assign it to 0 of course. Then create my other loop. Then I'm just gonna write int a equals 0 for now. A is again, let me just actually copy all of this and change this to I to a. Then I want to write an argument. Basically I need to write an argument. I need to write what? I need to check, or basically take this character and check it for the other's character. If it's the same, I need to increase my counter here. If it's not, of course, I'm just gonna do nothing. Basically, if one of my characters equals to the other character, I'm gonna increase my counter here. So let's just write if underscore num a, or we can do the other thing, or I, we can write both. Let's just go with the I for now, equals to underscore nums a. So basically I'm doing what? I'm taking this first character, then comparing with the other characters. If it is equals to that character, I'm increasing my counter in the end. So let me just write that down. Then I need to do what? At the end of this loop, I need to add that counter to my CB here. So basically I'm going to add that counter to my container. So how am I going to do that? If I just write my object's name and put a point, then write literally append, and I'm just gonna write counter because I want to add counter to this SB object. Then we are basically done, guys. The only thing that we need to do is that we need to return that SB. How are we going to return that? First I need to change this SB to string, then I need to convert it to integer. So basically I'm just gonna write SB to string, then I'm gonna convert this to what? To integer. and we should be good. So let's start our program. And as you can see, we have 3 ones, so we are writing 3 instead of ones. We have 1 3, so we are writing 1 instead of 3. And we have 2 6s here, and we are writing 2 instead of those 6s, guys. Let's copy another example. Let's copy this, paste, and start the program again. And as you can see, we have 2 2s, 1 1, and 3 3s, and exactly we are getting that 2 2s, 1 1, and 3 3s, guys. So let's move on to our next question. Now, for this question, it says reverse odd length words. Given a string, reverse all the words which have odd length. The even length words are not changed. Okay, so if the length is even, we are not doing anything. If it's odd, we are changing we are reversing Hallison's writing. Okay, let me just copy this, then come here and delete all of these leftovers, and delete this again, and I'm just gonna create a string variable because I need to hold my example there. Then I need to do what? I need to actually create another string in my main. Why? Because I'm going to return this string word to here, and I'm gonna get a string array from this method. So I will have to print that out, and to print that out, I need to create a string word, string char here, and for each loop for the printing out part. So I'm just gonna write string, let's just say fact word, and call our method here. Let me change this data type and say word, then capital W, word, and word again. Then I can easily print that out. Curly bracket 0, curly brackets, then height. Okay, now we are done with our main method. So if we continue this word method here, I need to again do what? Create a string array. And in that string array, we are gonna check for what? We are gonna check for these spaces, guys. So in the string array, I'm gonna keep each word instead of character, guys. Be careful. I'm gonna keep each word here. Not each character, but each word. So how am I going to do that? To do that, I'm just gonna first create my string. Let's just say space words like this. And I'm gonna assign that to what? To my num split it by these spaces, guys. So this line of code is going to give me each character, each word, not character, sorry, each word of my word string here instead of each character, guys. Now I'm just gonna create a for loop now for the reverse part. Let me just write int I equals to 0 smaller than space words length, then increase my I value. Then I need to write an argument, right? I need to check for what? I need to check for if my length is even or not, because it was asking us that, even or not. So how am I going to check that? I'm just gonna write if this word, so basically space words I can write this because why is that? In my 0th position of the space word, we have the one word, not character, but the word. Be careful. So I'm just gonna write length again and check for if it's even or odd. So basically, actually I need to do this because if it's odd, we're going to swap out. If it's not, I'm just going to return the original word. Now, if it's odd, I need to do what? First, I need to create an char array. Why is that? Because if I create an char array, I can write array reverse and easily reverse that word around. So let me just write char array equals to what? My space words first word and transform it to char array, of course. Then I'm just gonna write array reverse because I need to reverse that char array around. Then I need to do what? Assign that reverse word to this place. So basically I'm just gonna write space words I equals to what? This char array, but it needs to be string, so I'm just gonna write new string of that char array. Let me write in those parentheses. So basically what are we going to do? What are we doing actually? We are looking for if this word is even or odd. So if it is odd, I'm coming here, I'm transforming that first word to array so I can do the reverse operation. Then I'm just assigning that reversed word to my space word position here. Then what I need to do, I just need to basically return that space word. Return space words. Okay, now we should be good. Let's start our program. And as you can see, we have 1 as an odd word. It's reversed around. Again 2 reversed around. 3 reversed around. But we have 4. The length of 4 is even. So basically it hasn't been reversed around, guys. Let's check for another example. And as you can see, we have the correct form of our string, guys. And now let's move on to our next question.